Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. So I have in front of me some of the children's books that I have salvaged from the recycle bin. They're not the type of books that I would purchase for my junk journals, but they're ones that I didn't want to see go to the bin, and I thought I would go through and see what bits and pieces I can use to make things for journals, because I figure there might be some cute bits and pieces which will look nice in little golden book journals, for instance. So I think that's what I will do. So I have this, the baby's catalogue, what I like, a day in the life of a vet, where food comes from, and a knowledge aid picture dictionary. So we'll have a look anyway. I might just take them to bits as I go, because what I don't use I can recycle, but I don't want to put the plastic cover in the recycling bin. So I'll start with this one. I hope you are all well. I have my vanilla latte here as usual. I've had a busy day and I was just about falling asleep on the couch before, so I made myself get up, get some nice healthy food, and I was desperate to come and do a bit of crafting. That's cute. So what I might start by doing is just taking out the signatures. All right, I found my unpicker finally. So I sorted through all my children's books last night and sorted them into groups, and then had a good think about which ones I know that I really want to make a number of journals out of. Put them in my bookcase. And then, you know, the ones that I really don't think I'll end up using myself but are still really good. So I'll figure out what to do with those. And then a massive pile of ones that aren't really that crash hot, and that's the pile that these are all in. They're not the type of thing I'd want to use much, but I still don't want to just throw them out. So those end pages I'd usually keep, but they're a bit dirty and wrinkled, so I won't. So it's got these cute clocks and stuff, and I love that washing line down the bottom as well. What's on the other side are babushka dolls. That's quite wrinkled as well. See, things like that with the wrinkles and tears, I don't mind in my personal journals at all. Other people might though, so. But I love that picture, so I'm going to keep it probably for myself. And the clocks. Now, I do have, and they might fit in this punch. I'll have a look. So it's a good excuse to grab out some punches and that, and see what shapes you can cut some of the pictures out with. I will back this onto some cardboard, I reckon. And the good thing is that my son, one day when he was bored and he was like, can I do anything to help you? I love it when that happens. It's only once or twice a year, but they're the best days of the year. I had way too much packaging sitting around waiting for me to use, and it just bulking up this big box. So it still is, but it didn't matter how much he did, it still looked as full. But I got him to cut them all down with the guillotine. So I've got like a box that's got your bigger pieces, and then I have this box of, scrappier little bits. So this is really cool. So I might use that for the clocks. And I might cut them out, stick them on there, and then we'll punch them. And then we'll have these tiny little clock tags that we can use, which I think will be cute. That was good. I could salvage the babushkas as well. Yeah, I could. So I might do that before I forget and cut into them. Just roughly cut them and fix them up afterwards. So it hasn't got much in it. I'll probably cut out every single picture of the book. Oh well. At least I'm doing something with it. Alright, so put these pictures to the side. I'll just move this out of the way. You never know, I might just do these tags and that'll be the end of the video. I do get myself sidetracked. But I like this sort of crafting. Now it's got this, I don't want to get this thick bit for my hole punch to go through, so we need our clocks to go over this side like that sort of. Now that's glossy, so I'll use my Helmers. Grab a tissue. I mean, I could even punch it, stick it on, then punch again, but it'd be problematic getting it uneven, so I'll do it this way. Should also have some of my greaseproof paper underneath because my poor cutting board's getting glue all over it. So it is Wednesday today, I think. Yeah, it is Wednesday. Been doing a bit of shopping, that always tires me out a lot. Went looking for a headset because I tried a bit of a voiceover on my last video and it sounds really tinny on the laptop microphone, so I thought in case I want to do voiceovers in the future that I'd buy myself just a cheapy headset. I like the cheap ones. You can't find them anywhere anymore. They make all the ones with the big buffy ear muffs. And I don't like those, so I've ordered one in through Office Supplies shop that we've got here. Hopefully that'll produce a better sound, because I might do more voiceovers. I don't want all my videos to be voiceovers because I like having a chat to you guys while I'm crafting a lot of the time, but sometimes I do just want to watch TV and craft organically. And that way I can do that, but still video it. Probably a good skill to practice as well. I don't know if all of these are over enough, but it doesn't matter. It's an old book that was going to the bin, Nat. If you're on 1 o'clock, it does not matter. I'm going to let those dry a bit before I put the, whatchamacallit, punch over the top. And I'll cut like, these edges might be right, but I'll have to cut these ones down. Alright, put that to the side. Now I've got these little windows. Geez, I could have used them recently on my little house tag. So a lot of little pictures like that, sometimes I just feel like cutting them out and putting them away for use in future projects. So I don't think I'll back them onto anything, but I do like them, so I will keep them. Because I keep nearly every bit of rubbish I come across. So we've got a clothesline and a bushka dolls. They're not in too bad a nick. That'd make a nice little journaling card or something. So I might back that onto something. The idea is to like back them onto your tag bases or your cardboard or whatever, and I probably wouldn't embellish them much yet because sometimes I do put them into like colour themed journals or something and you want a specific colour on them, and then you can add your little embellishments. That piece. It's pretty tight, but it does work. So it's probably meant to be then. And then I'd have to decide when I put it into the journal whether I want to back that. I might do it when I decide what journals it's going in, because it can be used as a little tuck spot or something as well. So those things are my favourite Magnum Egos. This is crooked too, so I probably should fix that a little bit. I have to teach my son how to cut things straight when I figure out first how to. I can't cut anything straight with guillotine, that's for sure. So yeah, having fun sorting through all my books. Found some beauties that I've got that I have to check the copyright on, because I've got a few ideas of what I want to do with them. And every time you sort of go through your stash of books or embellishments or whatever, it just gives you so much inspiration, I find. I like having all the stuff just for that feeling. It's like a high without having to take any drugs, which is great. The other thing with these too is that I might decide I want to sew around them depending on what I put them in as well. I'm not the type that wants to sew around everything all the time, but I find like mass making and preparation for journals hard, because I don't exactly know what I'm going to want for future journals, but can always like do them like this and then embellish them or sew around them when you go to put them in. So these should be dry enough now. Let's have a look. Hopefully my punch goes through this stuff all right, which it should. I might do it about like that. Oh, that is nearly went in my cuppa. Really, really close. Landed right beside it. I might have to drink it. Yes, hope I don't break my punch. Might even go down a little bit more. All right, this time I might turn it that way. It's a bit off there, but that's all right. I think my punch has survived. So that's given me these, which are pretty cute little embellishments as they are. I was thinking you could almost grab the crocodile and stick a little. Let's have a look. I've got one that wasn't too good, so it could be our tester. Which one is it? This one. Because the paper went over the edge, so the edge is a bit off on that side. So I can always use that for a personal embellishment. My journals can be full of duds. It's a bit close to the edge, but and then it can be like a dangle. Close to put an eyelet in or anything. I don't know if I have eyelets that would actually look much good. I don't mind it just like that though. Try a bit in a bit further on this one. A bit better. So there's some really simple little circular tags that can be put into various types of journals. Might even keep one of them for an Alice in Wonderland. Can always ink around the edges or add some colour or tie a ribbon through the hole. So I will put those to the side. Now, our babushka dolls. I'll just trim around this. There's a little bit more glue in this corner, I think. Don't know what I've done with my cutting here. I think the paper was a bit ripped in a few areas, so I'm just going to cut this down. There, that's a bit better. All right, so there's a little journaling card or a little tuck spot or something that I can use. That'll look really nice with some little yellow flower or ribbon or something. So I might do some embellishing after, we'll see. I think for now I'd just like to get a whole lot of bases made and pictures cut out of the book. That's pretty well done. I need to find my, I don't think I have one in here. Usually I have a McDonald's bag to chuck all my scraps in. I need something. I'll just tip everything out of here and use this for now, just for my little scraps that are going to go in the McDonald's bag. Because I can't put little bits into the recycling, apparently. Only the bigger bits. So they can only go in if you have them in a bag or a box or something, I think, is the go. Alright, just have a bit more drink. Things like this would make cool little tags or journaling cards. So, especially for a baby journal. Well, obviously. Oh, there's another clock too. There's lots of clocks. I'll just be here making clock things all day. Changing the baby's bum. Kind of like this one, so I might cut that out. I might use these scissors. This book is quite mangled though. Every page is dirty and wrinkled. It's been well loved. I think we can salvage some of them. That'd look nice on a tag, or even just as it is as a little card. Like this one of the babies sleeping. I don't really want the baby crying. Breastfeeding one's not too bad, but it's got a real big wrinkle down the bottom, so I might pass on that one. Yes, I had 2 babies and I breastfed each one of them for 2 years. I'm glad that was it. So, it was good though. So it's really hard for me not to have those clocks. But you've seen the type of thing I'll do with them, so I won't bore you with making another one of those. I'll put it in my pile of little pictures that I might use on something sometime. Same with the window. I do want a glue book and that in the future too, so I do like to keep a lot of pictures just in case. The milk bottles, I'll pass on those. I can't keep every bit of everything, so let's have a look at this one. It's about mums. I kind of like that because of all the yellow in it. So that's a possibility. Got a radio. Lots of high chairs. Quite like this blue one. So, he'd be cute, but it's quite dirty around there. I'm going to take the radio. Put that in my pile to use sometime. And I'm going to see what I can do with this high chair. And this one. It's a bit wrinkled, but oh well. It is junk journaling. So if anyone ever buys a journal from me, if I ever manage to sell journals, if I ever actually advertise them for sale properly, if it's got a wrinkle in it, you know, it's because I am salvaging pictures from old books. I do think it just adds character, especially if it's a more vintage style journal that you're doing. I do really like that picture. So, you know, even just cutting them out of the book, they look so much better, really. That one's pretty cool. I like this sort of thing as well. That one's a bit scrappy though. So this, I'd use all of these if it didn't have, that's really dirty. So I might not use any of that page, which is unfortunate. Prams. Oh, that one's really sweet. So this might even end up being a 2-parter or something, because it takes me forever to find them and cut them out. I'll straighten that up when I use it, that's for sure. And then I might like to make, I think I'll make a whole heap of tags and that. I like a lot of these, but it is just so dirty. And she's cute. Again, they're just a bit too wrinkled. I really like that dog though. And the little picture. I'm terrible. But it is cute, isn't it? Love the bird. I've got washing on nappies. Yeah, so I did, with my daughter, I stuck with mostly cloth nappies and just had disposables for when we'd go out and sometimes overnights. She didn't do well with disposables, a bit sensitive to them, so it was hard work. And I had a twin tub washing machine too. I feel for the people in the old days when they'd have to hand wash them and that, because even with a twin tub, it was such a job. Yeah, that's why when my son came around, I made sure I got a automatic washing machine. Yeah, I don't know about the baby in this one, his nose and everything. He looks like an adult, but I do love this pram. So I might just cut the whole way along. The swing would be cool, but it's too wrinkled in that. So that can go there. But I wanted the bird and I've chopped him in half, so that is all right. I'm sure I have another 10,000 birds around here somewhere. Yeah, my cutting is really crooked, isn't it? Kind of like this little red one. I have to think that I'm going to have to probably fussy cut that one if I use it. Got a little toy elephant one there. So I've got all of this shopping stuff. I think we'll take the bouncing. I might even take the word. Piggyback. Yeah, why not? And we'll take catching, and I'm going to even take the word games. It is quite discoloured over the side, but if we cut this down a bit, it'll be a lot better. Oh, so I've got a fair few there already. Oh, a dog and a cat. So that's really wrinkled page, that one. These are gorgeous. I'll take a few of these, I think. And a bee. And a snail. That's it. I'm going to have to sacrifice the dog and the cat for the bee and the snail. So I'm going to cut around these like this, and it just allows room if I decide I want to die cut it or anything. And I'll do the same with the snail. Now with this one, I like having a border around them, but it's not going to work if I try and keep the borders, so I might even keep the word gardens, just because I like the size and the boldness of the font. pity that the butterfly one's really creased, but I'm still going to keep it. Could be one of my journal rejects. So I've still been watching The Mist on Netflix when I'm in here for a long time, and cleaning up and that sort of thing. Quite enjoying it. It's a bit gruesome, but that keeps me awake. I was going to head back to the gym today, and like my membership's just been cancelled, and I was going to renew it and go back today, but I bought some equipment to be able to use here with my son because he was interested in doing some of it at the exercises as well. So, and I've also, you know, it was so good that we've got YouTube and everything because there's so much, so many, I was going to say tutorials, but not really tutorials. So used to crafting lingo, but exercise videos. I was doing body balance. I think it's Les Mills or something, body balance, at the gym, and they do have, you know, a lot of people are doing quite basic workouts of that online. So I thought these days with all that's going on in the world, it's good to have the option to be able to do it at home. It saves me using the petrol in the car every day and that, so. Kind of like the spider, but he's too wrinkled. We'll take the lawnmower. I don't think I'll take the trash. This is really wrinkled as well. I mean, people put everything in their journals, so you could, but they're too broken. We've got spade. They're all too wrinkled and stuff. Alright, paddling pool. Really wrinkled. So I think that'd be cute, but it's dirty down there. I might take this one. And I suppose I've got that many books to get through that I can afford to be a bit fussy, really. Need to get them down a bit so I can do, get more. It sounds silly, doesn't it? But, you know, I grab so many from the recycling all the time each week and that, so it's sort of good if I can keep them moving, keep grabbing more because it saves them, and rather than seeing them go to waste. Now, I've cut that little bit out just because I like it. In a collage or something, I think that would be really pretty, so I'm just keeping that. So I think that's it for that. Now, this one, I wonder what he's drinking. It looks a bit suspect. That one's not too wrinkled. Boy falling in the dunny. I do have, which was one of my thoughts, a whole lot of scrapbooking papers that I have picked up on my travels from the secondhand stores. And a lot of them are kitty-like and not colours that I really like for a lot of the journals I'd be doing, like nature ones or bird ones and that. But I think they would be awesome in the little golden books and to make tags and that out of. So I want to hunt some of them up after and see what we can make. I think that's all on out of that one. Now, I'm going to take that title. I love this picture too of the father holding the baby. So I might take that as well. And this one of the baby reading the book. Just leaving the little white border around those ones because I think it looks nice. Just gonna cut it this way. I must start practicing. I'll do that, not on camera though, practicing with the left-handed scissors that my daughter gave me because I think I'll find them really good. It is something I'm going to have to practice though. Which probably sounds silly, but you grab yourself a pair of left-handed scissors if you're a righty and see how you go with it. Your brain's so trained to do something one way that it's difficult to do it the other way. And I didn't realise there were ways that you cut, you know, depending on what hand is your favoured hand. Bear bumps. I like the little boat. I'm going to take the little boat. That'll do out of that lot. I love that one. So I'll have to call this a craft with me because it's pretty boring. I'm going to have to take the teddy bear. That clock's got a bit of writing over the top. That one hasn't though, so we'll chop him out. This is one of my favourite things to do for junk journaling. I used to love doing this even as a kid, just chopping pictures out of books and that, but I'd never do anything with them because I had no idea what to do with them, and if I tried anything, it wouldn't work anyway. So I love junk journaling because all the things that I've ever wanted to do are all combined into this one craft, which is awesome. So I love that, and I think I will grab my big circle punch for that one. Now, gotta get the right drawer for it first. There it is. Might be a bit too big, but let's have a look. I think that'd be pretty cool. Now what I might do is cut the circle and then back onto a blank piece, then back it onto some cardstock rather than killing my punch this time. So I'm just going to cut that down a little bit more. Now, from memory, behind me, is it still, oh no, I know where it is. Still trying to get used to where I'm putting everything in my new craft room. I do have this jar that has circles in it. A funny feeling some of these are just cardboard bases that I cut out for when I do altered trading, artist trading coins. I can never get it right. So book page ones. This one that I was collaging on. I've got to do some more of that. So much fun. And then yeah, I've got all sorts here. So maybe we can use something like that. It's all ready to go. I don't think it's too dark. No, that looks good. So that can go straight on there. At least we've sort of made a few things in our time. I was trying to film an impromptu tour of my craft room, tour of my messy craft room before it's organised for a lovely lady who's in the group, and she's held up in bed at the moment, recovering, so I think she's a bit bored out of her brains. And she wants me to put videos up and that. And she said something about when you're going to show your craft room. So I thought, oh, this might amuse her. I'll show her my craft room, really messy. So I'm walking around with my iPad, do all the filming and that, get off and I watch it. And I don't know how many times I stuck my handle finger over the microphone. And once I stuck it over the camera, but you can see that on the iPad as you're filming. So that's all right. But I didn't even think to look where the microphone was. So it was a good learning curve. I'm glad I did it. Hopefully the one I do to show everyone will be a lot better. All right, glue rubber. So now we've got that. Again, I can put another piece on if I want to, but it can also be used as a tuck spot or left like that. At least it's recycling and you can write on that anyway. And I can also put, if I wanted to, I can put a hole in there, but I won't for now. I'll just leave it as is. It'd look good with a nice pink ribbon. So that's cute. So, getting sidetracked again. See what else we might like. I mean, if I was hard up for books, I'd be cutting everything out and using it. So, but I'm definitely not hard up for books, and I do need to start being a bit ruthless, especially with the more junky ones. I have picked out a whole lot of botanical ones too that aren't that crash hot that I want to go through and make a whole lot of journaling cards and that with, so that'll be something we do on another day. So prepare yourself for the boredom of that one. I don't know, crying babies, I don't think they're really fun to put in journals really. When you have babies, you see enough of them crying. This one I like though. Tell you what, my daughter, she used to cry all the time when she was real young. I'm pretty sure she had colic. And yeah, you'd feed her, she'd go to sleep, you'd put her down, she'd just start screaming, you'd pick her up, she'd scream, so you'd feed her. She'd go to sleep, you'd put her down, she'd start screaming, and it was just like that. It was pretty harsh for a first-time mother. But that didn't last too long, so that was good. That's cute too. I might have to take, oh goodness me. Do I take the teddy bear in the high chair or the daddy carrying his bubby to bed? Something about inanimate objects that I prefer to humans. Sometimes I should open my mouth, I tell you. I do love you all. Yeah, I do like the teddy in the high chair. It is a bit crankled, so we'll see. Sometimes I just can't help myself. It's like the true me comes out. There, I just lost half my audience, I reckon. That's if I had any left after doing this for goodness knows how long. I do like that though, that's really cute. How about we stick that onto some cardboard ready as well? Since I've got these bits, I might as well use them. That one will be good. That needs a little bit of... I think I need to put some foil through that punch. Shows through a little bit. Might be right. It's pretty cute. I can't get the lid on. Alright, so we got through one book. I've got this, I'll just chop that down a little bit more. I do like that, so that'll be for my own use. I've got a couple of words. And the books. I got these, which make cool little journaling cards, tuck spots, or even on tags. We've got a whole pile of these cute ones. Them into piles a bit so that when I go to make something with them that they're in like piles. So that's a nice little assortment out of just that one book. Goodness, fumble fingers. Now we've got all these clocks and windows and snail and a bee. I really like those. So I'll just put them, actually I might put them into a Ziploc bag so that they're all kept together, and then on my next video I will probably make some stuff with them. And these are the ones that we've backed onto cardboard already. So they've turned out quite nice. So I'll just grab some Ziplocs to put them in. I'll just put them all in the same bag.